the Dallas Cowboys. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This is taken at the 3.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Yeah, let's get a sack.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Mike.
Yellow.
Hey, they're scared.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Line 54. Check tight end. Check tight.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, a 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
54 Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. A gain of 6 there on 1st. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's another Cowboys.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this 1st drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. After the penalty, it's Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Mahomes going to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go. 60 or.
Get that ball, B. Let's get that ball.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, Nash. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
'56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. One twist.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Marlon Mack. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm on. Hey, watch it. Rush in.
15.
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
General West.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to air one out. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Grant. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Demario Davis there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, 43, 15.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Yellow. I got little lady. Coming.
Working from the gun, Mahomes airing one out for Boyd. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. So that'll back him up 5. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start.
I'm scared. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Mahomes now to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
O.J. Howard. Touchdown, Cowboys. Stephen Gostkowski.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Gostkowski the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Hey, wait.
Mike 54. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check three.
Yellow.
Begin.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. He's got it at the 15. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
They go play action here on first down. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Hey, Orbit.
I'm coming. Mike 56. Mike 56. Bandit.
Let's go.
To throw on third down. Nash. Big hold of the 30. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Grant. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field and to come away with nothing.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Hunter Henry. As the first half is winding down. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Hey, man. Watch your right.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Nash. He's airing it out for Williams, and that is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throw left side complete. It's Grant. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Rams' 48-yard line.
Hey, 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Hey, 57 colors.
Now Rashad Penny. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes flushed out right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. It's a party now. Whoa! Mike, 56.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
56, check 56. Bring it.
Protein spill, fight.
And again, it's Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set, ready, 18 Gator.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. They'll run here with Mack. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
94.
They run it again with Chubb. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Yellow.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes out to the left there and complete to Howard. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Smallwood. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Smallwood. He was brought down by Michael Davis.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
On 2nd down, Smallwood. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball. That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
218, chop.
To throw on 2nd down. Nash trying to lay one up deep. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Thomas, the intended target. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Throwing to start the drive. Nash. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 33. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He's going to take a shot right away for the... And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And now it's second down.
Yellow. On the line.
54. Line 54. Keep it up, defense.
A give to Smallwood out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU most valuable. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 29. Room here to run. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Alpha. Mike 56. Mike 56. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 56. Mike 56. Right there. Right there. 56. Here we go.
On fourth down, Nash. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Right there. 54, right?
Now Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Matchbox lights.
Operating from the gun, Nash. He will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Nash. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away.
We got this.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated.